Hello, glorious beauties. So I'm sending this message out to passport bros. I am technically an OG passport bro. I was traveling to Southeast Asia when I was 22 years old, and I finished my travels at a very big level of traveling when I was 25. Now I'm almost 42, so this makes it 20 years ago that I had started those travels, and those travels lasted a greater part of 3.5 years, whereby I was abroad for 14 months on 3.5 years. In this time, I visited Thailand, I visited Vietnam, Cambodia, I went to the Southwest Pacific, New Zealand, Australia, I went to Japan, I went to India, I went to China, and my last trip was in South America. I went to Brazil. It was the only country I went to in Latin America. So, this is my message to the passport bros. If you're going abroad to find a wife, you might actually be doing yourself more bad than good. The reason that is that women across the world don't change much. When I was in Thailand, I met men who found wonderful wives, and I found men who found horrible women that wanted to take advantage of them. Same as here. Here you might find yourself a wonderful wife. Here you might find yourself a wife that'll completely take advantage of you. I met someone in Chiang Mai, it's in the north of Thailand, who had two Brazilian wives. And even though he wasn't mentally apt and he had a lot missing in his character, he also had two Brazilian wives that took advantage of him like crazy and made a lot of his money go missing. However, I met some Brazilian women when I went to Brazil, and there was a lot of wonderful Brazilian women married to foreign men who had a decent relationship with them. The thing about it is this: everywhere you go, if you're a woman, you will find good men and you will find bad men. If you're a man, you will find good women and you will find bad women. It also depends with the attitude that you go. Now, what you will find when you're traveling is women that are more privy to have sex with you. But don't think the sex is free. It might be free if you're manipulative or you go with just that intention, and I'm not here to judge, nor am I here to condone that. It's between you and the women that you have sex with. However, don't think for 1 second that any of the girls having sex with you abroad aren't secretly hoping that you're going to marry them, give them a passport, give them a good financial future, and bring them back here. With that being said, it is only when you know someone about 1.5 years to 2 years that you really know their character and their intentions. Don't think for any stretch of the imagination that you will go abroad and a woman will be mega nice to you and give you crap loads of sex, that this makes her character any different from women from the West. Like women from the West, there's those that are good and there's those that are bad. There's those that will take advantage of you and those that will nurture you and watch you grow alongside them. You have to vet your woman everywhere you go in the world. It is not because you're in Southeast Asia that you're guaranteed to find someone that wants to cater all your whims. It is not because you're in Latin America or Africa that you will meet a woman that wants to cater to all your whims. Woman's nature is woman's nature, and man's nature is man's nature. And when you frustrate someone or you're not what they're looking for, they will manipulate you anywhere you go in the world, the same way they will love you and nourish you anywhere in the world. You have to vet accordingly. So before you buy your passport and think that going abroad will solve all your female problems, think again. I dated both a Thai and a Japanese woman, and they were extremely demanding. One was financially demanding, and one was very psychologically demanding and abusive. I met other Asian women that I didn't get to date, but were the wives of some of my friends, and they were wonderful women. However, I have a friend who lives right near my house. His wife is wonderful, and they've been together for 20 years, and they're still doing great. So remember, as a man, a big part of how you do and how you evolve with a woman is the energy you bring to it. For the women, same thing is true. Whatever man you want to meet, whether you consider him high value or low value, tall or short, if you go at it with a good attitude and you're willing to be faithful and committed to him, and you're vetting him to be faithful and committed to you, the relationship will move forward accordingly. This being said, regardless of how great the person that you meet is, it doesn't mean that somewhere down the road there won't be a fork in the road and you separate anyways. These are all things we must be open to. Namaste.